Good morning. Today I am going to solve the question number 27 of journal. The book is D.K. Goel. You have to make journal entries. Some transactions are given here. The first transaction is here. Received a VPP from Mohan Lal for rupees 25,000. Sent a peon to collect it who paid rupees 200 as a cartage. VPP, goods purchased through VPP. It is a method of doing with postal business और मेल ऑर्डर बिजनेस. इसमें जो है पोस्ट ऑफिस में गुड्स आती है. पोस्ट ऑफिस जो है परचेजर को इन्फॉर्म करता है. परचेजर पोस्ट ऑफिस में जा कर के VPP का पेमेंट करता है और गुड्स को ले लेता है. एक तरह से ये कैश परचेज है. गुड्स परचेज और कार्ड प्यून को भेजा गया जो कार्टेज के रूप में 200 पेमेंट करता है. हियर द थ्री थिंग्स, गुड्स, कैश एंड कार्टेज. गुड्स परचेज, सो इट डेबिट द परचेजेज अकाउंट. कार्टेज पेज, इट इज एक्सपेंसेस. Expenses is debited, so here we debit the cartage account and payment made through cash goes out, credit the cash account. Narration is goods purchased for cash and cartage paid. The second transaction is here, received rupees 1,000 from sale of old newspapers and rupees 5,000 from old chairs. Here 500 रुपये का जो है ओल्ड न्यूज़पेपर बेचा गया और 5,000 रुपये में ओल्ड फर्नीचर बेचा गया. हम दोनों के लिए अलग अलग एंट्री लिखेंगे. फर्स्ट है रिसीव रुपीज़ 1,000 फ्रॉम सेल ऑफ ओल्ड न्यूज़पेपर. हियर कैश रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम सेल ऑफ ओल्ड न्यूज़पेपर. इसके लिए हम मिसलिनियस इनकम को क्रेडिट करेंगे. मिसलिनियस इनकम में इसको डालेंगे. Cash received, cash account debit to miscellaneous income account. Cash received from old newspaper. Amount is here 1,000. The second entry here, rupees 5,000 from sale of old chair. ओल्ड चेयर को बेचने के बाद 5,000 रुपये मिला. कैश कम टू अस एंड चेयर गोज आउट फ्रॉम अस. एंट्री विल बी कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू फर्नीचर अकाउंट. फर्नीचर amount is 5,000. Amount received from sale of old chairs. Old chairs. दो एंट्री यहाँ लिखा गया. The next is here, goods given as a charity costing rupees 7,000. Goods given as a charity. Charity is expenses, so we debit the charity account, and goods given, so we credit the purchases account. The entry will be third entry, charity account debit, account debit to purchases account. To purchases account. Goods given away as charity. Goods given away as charity. Next is here received cash from debtor written as a bad debt last year. 20,000 रुपये लास्ट ईयर एक डेटर से लेना था, उसको बैड डेट्स लिखा गया, बैड डेट डिक्लेयर कर दिया गया था. नाउ द अमाउंट रिसीव्ड, यह डूबा हुआ पैसा आ रहा है, लिखेंगे कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैड डेट्स रिकवर्ड अकाउंट. कैश अकाउंट डेबिट क्या था, कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैड डेब्ट recovered account. Recovered account. लिखेंगे कैश रिसीव्ड from a debtor from a debtors the amount written as bad debt, the amount written bad debts previously. Previously. Amount is 20,000. Charity amount of charity is here 7,000. Amount of charity was 7,000 था here. The next transaction is here sold goods costing. इसे छोड़ देते पहले जैसा ही है. Sold goods costing is 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 50,000 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees 4 at profit of 20%. 50,000 to Ashok on credit at rupees अशोक अकाउंट डेबिट टू सेल्स अकाउंट होगा। प्राइस को जो है 25% बढ़ा देना है, कॉस्ट में 25% प्रॉफिट को ऐड कर देंगे। लीव दिस। नेक्स्ट इज ईयर सोल्ड गुड्स कॉस्टिंग रुपीज 1,40,000, इसका भी वैसे ही एंट्री होगा। कैश अकाउंट डेबिट टू सेल्स अकाउंट, प्राइस में 1,40,000 शो करेंगे। नेक्स्ट इज ईयर ट्रांजेक्शन नंबर 7, प्रोवाइड रुपीज 50,000 एज इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल। ट्रांजेक्शन नंबर 7 है, provide 50,000 as interest on capital. Interest on capital is loss for business, so we debit the interest on capital account. And interest given on capital, with the amount of interest, capital will increase, so we credit the capital account. It will be interest on capital account debit. Interest on capital account debit to capital account. लिखेंगे इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल प्रोवाइडेड। On capital, interest on capital provided. Provided. $50,000. Here the one more entry is here. इसको बंद करते हैं। Here the transaction is, the next is rent, paid rent of building 60,000 by check. Half the building is used by the proprietor for residential purpose. Rent paid 60,000 by check and half of the building is used by the proprietor for his residential purpose. So half rent will be treated as drawing. The entry will be rent account debit. Number 8. Rent account debit. Drawing account debit. हाफ बिल्डिंग प्रोप्राइटर अपने रेसिडेंस के रूप में यूज करता है, इसलिए हाफ रेंट को ड्राइंग माना जाएगा। टू पेमेंट मेड बाय चेक है ना, सो वी क्रेडिट द बैंक अकाउंट। रेंट पेड of building half building used by the proprietor, used by the proprietor, proprietor for his residence, for his residence. Yes. Amount will be 30,000 बिजनेस पर्पज से एंड 30,000 रेसिडेंस पर्पज के लिए. टोटल रेंट इज 60,000. The next transaction is here, transaction number 9. Outstanding salary at the end of the year 30,000. Salary is outstanding at the end of 30,000. Salary is expenses, so we debit the salary account. And outstanding salary is liabilities for business. Every liabilities is credited. So here we credit the outstanding salary account. The entry will be salary account debit, salary account debit, salary account debit to outstanding salary account. Outstanding salary account. Salary due at the end of the year. End of the year. Amount 30,000. In this way, we solve the problem. यहाँ हम टोटल नहीं कर रहे हैं क्योंकि दो ट्रांजैक्शन छोड़ दिए हैं. That's all.